This video is a supplement to Lesson 2 of the Basics Correspondence course, and it's going to talk about the decreases that you encounter in Swatch 4. These decreases aren't ones that you will use all that much, but they're covered so that if you do encounter them in a pattern, you know what they are all about. Now, the first one is kind of an odd one, and the reason why it's included is that many new knitters, when they start making SSKs, slip the stitches the wrong way. And this is a case where something can be wrong. Whenever you are making a decrease, you want to slip the stitches as if you're going to knit them, not as if you're going to purl them. And many new knitters will slip them purl-wise and then work the decrease. And what this does is it twists the stitch at the base. If you can see, that stitch is twisted. And twisted stitches do not mirror untwisted stitches. They're more noticeable and they have a different gauge. So twisted stitches should be avoided. And that's why that's in the lesson, so that you can compare it to ones that are not twisted. Now, the other decreases in this swatch are the SKP and the KSP. The SKP slants towards the left, and it used to be the decrease that was used instead of the SSK. I'm not sure exactly when the SSK replaced SKP in most patterns, but I think it was after the 80s when I first started knitting. Now, you still find the SKP in some British books, but in America it's pretty much SSK. Now, the reason why it has been replaced is that when you make it, you have to slip the stitch, and when you slip just one stitch, it generally gets stretched out even more than slipping two. And to make this decrease, you slip the stitch knitwise, you knit the next stitch, and then you slip it over. And you can see that that's fairly large, and I was being kind of careful when I made it. Let's try it again. I slip the next stitch knitwise, I knit the stitch, and then I insert my needle and I pass it over that stitch. And it is not a very good match for the knit two together unless you're really, really, really careful making it. Now, for that reason, there is a corresponding slipped decrease for right slanting decreases, and this is the KSP. And to make a KSP, you knit the stitch, you slip it back to the left needle, and then you pass over the next stitch. And you can see, and then you slip it back to the right needle. And you can see that that is a right slanting decrease, and it is fairly large. Let's try it again. Knit the stitch, slip it back to the left needle, pass the next stitch over, and then slip it back to the left. Now, the good thing about the SSK and the KSPs is that they do match each other. They're fairly noticeable, they're stretched out, but at least they both are. And it looks like my cats are wandering into the frame. George and Petty Paw. And those are the decreases.